Just trying to stay back here a little bit.
Got it. Hi, you guys. My name is Savannah Cutliff, and I'm a junior at Mandeville High School. I'm so happy to see this turnout because this is really what democracy looks like, and it's so inspiring to everybody else that's here, and I'm just honored to be here speaking before you all. So we often say to each other, we are not guaranteed tomorrow. As a reminder to be grateful despite the trials and tribulations of everyday life. But when waking up to go to school on a Tuesday morning, we should be guaranteed tomorrow. My mom should not be making breakfast, praying that I come home at the end of the day, and when my dad hugs me goodnight, he should not wonder if that is the last time he will ever get to. I am speaking today to be a part of a movement fighting for every student who walks into class and wonders if there's a tomorrow. Every parent who feels that they will never see their child again. Adults and politicians attempt to dilute our arguments by claiming that we are volatile, ignorant teenagers who are infamous for internet addiction, laziness, and dependence on daddy's wallet. Yet, while many of us could be getting ready for prom tonight, we are here. We are sacrificing invaluable high school experiences so that we can be heard. And according to history, it pays off. My history teacher taught us that in past revolutions and uprisings are most often started by one of two things: the rise of food prices and students. A few examples of when students have been the ones to lead the war of change are Greensboro sit-ins in 1960 when 4 teenagers sat at a diner's whites-only counter and refused to leave. In 1968, Howard University students demanded that curriculum emphasizes African American history and culture, that a judiciary system involving students be created. They received their requests. On June 16, 1976, public schools in South Africa set in motion a global movement against the apartheid. In the Velvet Revolution of 1989, 8 days after the Berlin Wall fell, the students of neighboring Czechoslovakia set out to topple their own. The uprising began with thousands and grew until Prague was flooded with 500,000 protesters. Just 11 days after the protests began, the Communist Party of Czechoslovakia relinquished its power. The Black Lives Matter movement didn't blow up on the national stage until in 2014, after the police killing of Michael Brown. Many of the protesters who filled the streets of Ferguson, Missouri were students. So I'd like to pass on a message to Senator Kennedy, Senator Cassidy, and President Donald Trump. While gun violence in America has been a ceaseless pattern, another pattern is the perseverance and triumph of protesting students. At school, we are encouraged to walk up to a student who may be an outcast instead of encouraging us to walk out and citing that by smiling or starting a conversation with a stranger, we are allowed to have a voice. And while bullying and exclusive high school environments are a serious issue, they are not the sole call of this one. And while this may be a part of a long-term solution, we are dying and we want a solution. To the St. Tammany Parish School Board who barred us from participating in a national event, I am being hunted. You are not. I am in fear every time I hear the fire alarm go off. You are not. I am strategizing what I would shield myself with in case I was in the vantage point of a shooter. You are not. I am afraid that when I answer a knock on the classroom door, I will be looking down the barrel of an AR-15, and you are not. And though you have tried to silence us, according to our First Amendment right and our determination to incite change, you will not. Previous generations have often been apathetic towards government because they have lost faith in the power of their vote. While I want to be a part of a generation who ends mass shootings in America, I also want to be the generation who restores confidence in government. But until then, I implore every adult out there to utilize the privilege that I do not yet have and vote wisely, because frankly, our lives depend on it. Thank you.